expectations of the Marvels?
Maybe this movie's gonna be okay. You just know if the 5 stars and the 1 stars differ so greatly, like in terms of detail.
Oh my god.
You know for a fact the movie is better than what the 1 stars are trying to say.
To begin with, the plot is a convoluted mess that left me scratching my head throughout the entire movie. It seems like the writers were trying to cram too many storylines and characters into a single film, resulting in a disjointed and confusing narrative. The attempt to intertwine the stories of multiple superheroes builds force and lacks the cohesion that has made the MCU film so enjoyable. It seems like the writer was trying to cram too many storylines and characters into a single film, resulting in a disjointed and confusing narratives. Is this their first movie where they threw in a bunch of superheroes in the same movie and had different backgrounds and motives?
It starts off with spoiler warning. It literally starts off with all of them doing their own thing. So of course it's gonna feel like not really rushing or packing it in there, but it's like this is an inconvenience on their lives, of course, because not all of a sudden, boom, just like that, they're all just being teleported to like different locations they weren't even aware of.
Yeah, and we're only talking about 3 characters. Is this disjointing and you can't follow 3 characters that didn't even dive into their storylines? Then you need help.
It literally broke up the story as you go on.
Yeah. It wasn't force-fed to you. You kind of just pick up the narrative.
In fact, it's so simple. I question your intelligence.
Exactly. How can you say disjointed when it's only 3 people? And they are, whatever.
Literally, the movie is explained to you if you watch the whole movie.
Yeah.
And if you think it's too difficult to pay attention, that means you're just like probably causing noise to yourself.
The pacing is another major issue. The film alternates between sluggish exposition and frenetic action sequences without any smooth transition, making it difficult to become emotionally invested in the characters or the overarching plot. It's as if the filmmakers were more concerned with meeting a runtime quota than delivering a well-crafted and engaging stories.
Interesting, because this is literally one of the shortest Marvel movies of all time.
Yeah, and for one of the shortest movies inside the Marvel lineup, I thought it was a pretty full story. The emotional aspect was clear too since the beginning. It's kind of like they're purposely not seeing the motivations of the people and how we kind of do full circle, which is one of the things that I liked about this movie. The character development is practically non-existent. Even with the star-studded cast, the characters feel one-dimensional and lack the depth that fans have come to expect from the MCU. It's frustrating to see beloved characters reduced to mere caricatures of themselves with little to no growth or evolution throughout the film. To say there hasn't been any character growth in the movie is you literally just closing your eyes and just watching the movie. Because you can tell from the first entry scene where you see Captain Marvel on the ship, her hair's grown out. They even have a picture of her hair short when she was already known to have that more direct, aggressive, assertive attitude. Now we move to this movie, her hair's grown out, showing time has passed, and you can tell she feels guilt. She has a more softer approach, which is literally what you guys ask for. You ask for character development, and then you close your eyes when you get it.
I will say this, right? I want to know who they're referring to. Monica Rambeau, really uncertain of herself and did not want to hang and did not want to talk to Captain Marvel whatsoever throughout the beginning of the movie. Really, that's kind of rushed, but But like at the same time, she was uncertain about her powers and capabilities. She later in the movie learned she not only talked to Captain Marvel and got over the problems that she had with her in the past, she also had more confidence in her abilities and using her powers. Miss Marvel, Kamala Khan, she was the ultimate fangirl.
Yes.
she would simp for Captain Marvel left and right. And once she finally met her hero and everything, she realized that her hero wasn't everything that she wanted to be. Like, even though like she still finds respect, she still finds her respect and everything. She really does like her. Yeah. But the thing is now she really, I would say, humanized her, really understood and more grounded the understanding of her character as a person.
It's the same for Monica too. I understand Monica's feelings of, now I kind of don't want to be with you, kind of rejected. But even like you said, once she got back in front of her and inside the action of what's like a normal Captain Marvel type adventure, she can kind of see like, it's not just, hey, I didn't want to come back, F you. It was more like, wow, I can kind of see what you're dealing with. I understand now. Same with Kamala. This movie is a far cry from serious, action-packed, testosterone-fueled hero cuts that made Marvel the franchise we know and love. This movie stands in stark contrast to Iron Man, Captain America, the Hulk, and movies that set the foundation for Marvel. The Marvels is a silly, emotional, sensitive chick bonding flick that does not cater to the original fanboys who made Marvel what it is today. Marvel has strayed too far from the original fan base of the movie. The Captain Marvel married scene was just out of place. It's something that would be found in a cheap, low production value Bollywood movie. The Flirkin scene was just way too silly. It probably appealed to the preteen girls and single, lonely adult cat ladies. I absolutely hate what Disney has done to the superhero genre. The Marvel is the epitome of Disney's attempt to sacrifice its original fan base at the altar of inclusivity and intersectionality. Thus marks another franchise Disney has ruined for me. First it was Star Wars, then Indiana Jones, and now the Marvel. R.I.P. childhood fantasies. Now I know that you agree with a part of that. Mainly the last part about Star Wars. This movie is a far cry from the serious, action-packed, testosterone-fueled hero quest that made Marvel the friend. Shut up.
For the most part, I'm not gonna lie to you. The way they even start this movie off, it wasn't. I'm not saying it wasn't supposed to be taken serious, but it should have been taken with a lighter tone. You already understood, like, yes, there were serious points in there.
Yeah.
Because of course, like every Marvel movie does, there are serious points in the movie, and there are comedic aspects of the movie.
Just like in every movie. I feel like even ignoring the scene where they had to learn how to switch and fight so they can work together, I can't see how you ignore that. Especially seeing from where they started from just like popping out and not really knowing how to control that. I don't know.
To me, most of these critics are just talking about the whole entirety of the Marvel DC
universe
thing. Yeah, but the thing is like, at this point in time, if you watch a Marvel movie and expect anything different, it's on you to feel like an idiot.
And if you see the same Marvel movies in the same format and just one thing changes is that there's women, then you just need to put your head in the sand. I don't know what to tell you. One of the comments that we saw is that, oh, Disney is trying to erase man from the superhero industry. And it just had me thinking, in the last 10, 20 years of Marvel, how many times has it just been female-led, female villain? Besides this movie. This is the only movie that had a great lead, a great villain, and even the motives from each character was convincing and real.
Literally had nothing else to say other than the fact that you should be careful how you treat your heroes. Basically,
or idolization.
Yeah, idolization. Like literally, that's the most part of the movie. That's for the most part of the movie, and understand their consequences to your actions. That's the only things I got from this.
Yeah, because these are the same fanboys that were complaining about her in the first movie being closed off, being tough, pretty much acting like a man. But now she's finally showing something, and now it's an emotional chick bonding flick. Like, what is that? What is that? Oh my god.
And the whole thing with the cats. I can't remember the name for the life of me.
The cats were so funny.
The comments are so far off that I'm getting far off the topic. I want to comment about the actual movie, but mostly this is probably the first one that has something to do with the movie.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, you're criticizing the movie for being what it is.
Yeah.
And it's been like that from the beginning of the movie. There are some serious, as I said, there are serious tones, like the main villain trying to suck up the resources from other
facilities. That was so good
to hurt Captain Marvel. That's something very serious, and that's something that she had to take care of. Like,
we saw that the reason she was doing this because of Captain Marvel's actions, that she thought she was doing good. The Marvel is just an epitome of Disney's attempt to sacrifice its original fan base at the altar of inclusivity and intersectionality. What is that supposed to mean? Is the only people allowed to watch and be in Marvel movies white men? You don't like women. You don't like black people. What is it?
What is the actual problem? If not like, because of your biases, you don't like something in the movie.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine. But what is actually wrong with the movie for you to say that you gave it an actual 1 star?
Stupid movie, silly storyline, bad acting. You can get mad at me if you want, but this is an honest review. I gave it a chance. Wanted a good, entertaining movie, but it failed. The beginning was sketchy and confusing on how the other 2 characters all of a sudden had superpowers. The plot was horrid. Every time they used their powers, they transported around, but there was 3 of them, so it didn't make sense. Also, I found it strange that a feminist like Brie Larson, who was clearly an A cup when she was in a t-shirt, but throughout the movie, she turned into a C through D cup when she was wearing a white crop top. Same with the other girl, Kamala, who was wearing her Supergirl outfit and was a D cup. Then she was wearing a t-shirt and turned to an A cup. If you ladies are so tired of sexualizing yourselves, then stop stuffing your bra in the movie to have D cups. It was very off-putting, to be honest. The part of the movie where Captain Marvel is a princess in a silly planet where they can't understand you if they don't sing was the most gynocentric BS I've ever seen. This is clearly a movie for young females. Not but 2/3 dudes in the theater, and now I know why. Horrible movie, enter at your own risk if you're a dude. You were focusing on bazungas through the whole movie, my guy, and you gave it a 1 star. Not to mention you're talking about a feminist like Brie Larson? Like, what are you talking about? People are so upset that someone that's an actor said something not in the movie as their own personal self, and that has to go all the way back to the movie and their character.
Can I ask, what exactly was wrong with the movie?
Didn't you know that Brie Larson's an A cup and she's a feminist, but she turned into a C and D cup when she was wearing the white crop top?
You are... Your complaint was about boob size now.
But whoa, what about Kamala, who was wearing an outfit and she was a D cup, and then t-shirt she turned to an A cup? If the women are so sexualized and tired of being sexualized, why don't they stop stuffing their bra?
Why are we getting into gender politics?
This is clearly a movie for young females.
And I understand the hatred around this movie for no reason. They really changed up Kamala's character, and they just threw her in and just threw her out there like on her own TV show. Oh, not many people watch it because of the change. But then you also have Monica Rambeau, who was spotted on WandaVision and then hasn't appeared for I think a chunk of time, and the next thing you know she's in a movie. But to say all these things like they're actual valid opinions is wrong. I still don't like Captain Marvel. My whole reason of actually wanting to watch this movie is so I can actually see Miss Marvel on the big screen, because she was killing it in the TV show. But quite literally, saying this movie was specifically for young girls to be
and cat ladies.
Literally, what is the problem if that was the case?
That's just some of the reviews that we read from the Marvels.
Final rating, it's not that bad. If I had to give it on the low end, it would be a 7 out of 10.
That was my number 2.
On a low rating.
Yeah.
On the high rating, I'll probably still give it an 8.
It's an average, maybe a little above movie.
It feels like if it dropped in 2010, it would have been considered a great movie.
Yeah. Thank you for watching 1 to 5. A nice review with the critics, and yeah, see you next video. The height difference is crazy. I could do this.
Yeah, you can do that.
Whoa! Watson, I'm so sorry for what's about to happen, but cheers.